Okay, video number 3 of the Mailchimp tutorials, I guess. I'm going to show you guys how to make a Mailchimp campaign. There's a couple different kinds though, so we're just going to start with the most basic one, which is called the regular old campaign. So I'm going to switch over to my screen to show you guys. So once you're logged into Mailchimp, you'll be sent to your dashboard. Obviously, this will look a little different depending whether or not if you have ever sent a campaign before. So you're going to go right up here to campaigns. Your list will most likely be empty, but you want to come up here to the right side and click this down arrow. So there's 5 different kinds of campaigns. There's a regular, which is the one that we're going to do, plain text, A/B split campaign, and RSS driven, and then there's an inbox inspection. Unless you're really kind of more technical, we're just going to stick with the regular and RSS driven. So for this video, choose regular. The first thing that you need to do is decide which list you're going to be sending this to. I'm going to choose my example list, just so that way we can test this out and it's not sending to actual people. And then you want to hit next down in the corner here. You want to name your campaign. This campaign is only going to be seen by you, so you can name it whatever you want. Whoa. Now, the email subject is what your subscribers will see. This is what the subject will be. So we'll just say, example, discount code inside, or something like that. Your from name and from email address should already be filled out from when you set up your list. Down here, there's some additional tracking options. Really, you just want to track the opens, unless you want to really get into it and if you're more technical about it, then you can do whatever you want. But if you're just starting out, just check this box right here, so that way you can see what percentage of people are opening your emails. Same thing with this stuff. If you want to personalize the to fields, that's kind of up to you. I'm just going to uncheck that. It's sort of technical, but you can kind of read about it here if you want to do that. I'm just going to uncheck it for now and hit next. Next step is to choose a template. You don't necessarily have to do this, but it's much easier. You can code your own, so if you're a developer or anything, you can do that. These are basic themes, so it's just boxes set up and you fill in the content. There's also themes, which comes with images and fonts. Obviously, you can change them to whatever you want, but if you're looking for a certain type of email, this is where you're going to find it. So if you're a nonprofit, you can select that here and you'll see emails that are often sent by like nonprofit organizations. So I'm going to go with just a basic theme. We're just going to do this very first one. Just keep it super simple so I can show you guys all of the elements. So this opens up the design tab, I guess, the design step. On your left side, you're going to see a preview of what your email will look like. And then on your right side, you have all of your settings, your options, and your content. So you'll see here, some of this stuff is pre-filled. I'm just going to start from the very top and show you everything that you need to change. Right up here, you'll see it says, use this area to offer a short preview of your email content. You need to change that text, so just hover over it and click on this little pencil right here. This little spot is a lot of times like in Gmail or Outlook, your subscribers will be able to see a little preview of what's in your email. This is that preview. This is what they're going to see. So make sure you're being descriptive and telling them what's inside. If you have free content for them inside, say that. If you have like some sort of exciting news or a contest for them to enter, say that here because they will see that and that will help people know what to expect from your email. So we'll just say discount code inside. and then you just want to hit save and close. Okay, so you can insert an image. You can either import it from a URL, you can import from Flickr, Giphy, or you can upload it from your computer. I already have some in here, so I'm going to go ahead and just use one of these so we don't waste time. Okay, so this is a text block. Same thing, click on this little pencil to edit it, and you can type whatever you want in here. This is based like the normal text editor stuff. You can also change the style, so if you want to change the text color, the font, all that good stuff, that's where you will do it. And in settings, you can choose if you want to break it up into columns, and you can also choose how those columns are broken up. So if you want a little sidebar with maybe your social links or things like that, this would be a good way to do that. Let's just choose one column for now, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick with this instead of typing some stuff in. Down here is kind of the default information. This is stuff that Mailchimp puts in for you. Some of that information includes your copyright. It will have a link so that way people can unsubscribe from the list. You need to keep that in there. You need your users to be able to unsubscribe. But one thing that I will take out is the mailing address. I work from home, so I don't want my mailing address on here. So I'm just going to highlight that and delete it. And then we can hit save and close. And I'll just leave everything else. Over here in the content area, this is a super easy drag and drop. You can drop the blocks to wherever you want them. So I'll go ahead and just drop that here. And once you drop it, it opens up the settings for that block. So you can kind of enter what you want into here. Just hit save and close. Again, each of these blocks you can kind of edit the styles and the settings of. So just go through, see what you want to change, see how you can customize it. Really, learning how to design a good email is kind of just practice. I mean, you don't want your emails to be too cluttered or overwhelming, but just kind of practicing and seeing which emails get opened more often is really the best way to get better at this. Okay, so once you have all of that set up, you can click on the Design tab, and you can change the overall style. So if you want to change the background of the email, this is where you would do it. If you want to add a border, if you want to change the heading styles and colors, if you want to like make it more colorful or you want to make it match your branding, this is how you'll do it. There's also an option for mobile styles. So that when people are reading it on their phone, you'll be able to see how they will view it, and you can edit that a little bit. So let's say I'm all done with this. Oh, actually, let me show you this last tab really quick. Comments. You can send a test email to friends and family, and they'll receive a link to comment on your campaign. So they can tell you what they like or dislike about it, and then you can see those comments right here. And that way you can kind of adjust it to see what people like. Okay, so let's say that we're all done with this. If you go up to the top here, you can click on Preview and Test. That'll open up this little email. You can enter preview mode to see what it will look like. You can send a test email to yourself so you will see exactly what it looks like in your email. You can push it to Mailchimp Mobile, which means if you have the Mailchimp app on your phone, you'll be able to open it and basically preview it on your mobile phone. You can open a link checker, which will make sure that all your links are working okay. And then social cards, which is basically if your campaign is shared on Twitter or any other social media site, you can see what that will look like and you can edit it in here. Okay, so I'm going to hit preview mode 1. This is what the email will look like in my actual email. So when I open it in my email manager, and then here's what it will look like on a mobile device. You can hit the little X here to exit out. So that's what these are. If you really love how you have this set up, you got your template and all your colors exactly how you want it, you can save this email as a template. So let's go back to the templates tab really quick. Once you save it as a template, right here in saved templates, you'll see I have some stuff in here. You'll be able to use that template every time. So that way your branding is already the same, and that way your newsletters are a little more consistent. So that's what that tool is. We'll go back to design. Okay, and then the last option is save and exit. So if you don't want to send your email yet, you just want to get it set up, you can just save and exit back to the dashboard or any other of the menu options. Let's say I want to send this. It's totally done and I want to send it out or schedule it to send. Go ahead and hit next. And Mailchimp will automatically check everything for you. So if you don't have any recipients on your email list, this would be an X, and then it will tell you how to fix that problem. Same with the subject line, replies, tracking, anything that looks a little off, it will tell you. A yellow one like this means that you might want to fix something. You can still send your campaign if something's yellow, but it's suggesting that you correct the problem. This is actually a problem because of a setting I have set up in Mailchimp, so it's not a big deal. Yours will probably be fine. Here's another example. On social cards, which are if you share them on Twitter or Facebook or any other social media, it's telling me that I need to set them up. So I'm going to hit resolve, and it takes me to the page I need to set this up. So I can view what it will look like on Twitter or Facebook. I can add a title. You can talk a little bit about it. Oh, I can spell. And you can change your image, all that stuff. Or you can just disable the social cards. I'm going to disable them, hit save and close, and this will stay yellow. If you completed everything correctly, come on and load. Okay, that's not loading now. If you completed everything correctly, this would change to a green check mark. So once you're all set to send, you'll see two buttons down here. One of them is schedule. So if you want to schedule your post to be sent at a later time, you can set up the delivery date, the time, and if you want it sent in batches. This is a paid feature, but this is great for businesses. If you want to not send everyone an email at once, you can just send it to one subscriber every few minutes. There's also some other features if you have a paid account. I'm going to hit cancel. Let's say you wanted to send this right away. It was ready to go and you wanted to send it to everyone in your list as soon as possible. You can click send. It's making sure that you actually want to do this. I'm going to go ahead because that one subscriber is me, and that way I can show you what it looks like. Then you get a little congratulations, and it says that your campaign is in the queue and will go out shortly. It will take a couple of minutes for everything to go out, especially if you have a huge email list. Once it's gone out, you can track your performance in the reports or in the mobile app. The mobile app is great, and you should definitely download it. For example, I just sent this, and my phone just buzzed, telling me it was the Mailchimp app telling me that the campaign was sent. All right, so let's switch over to Gmail really quick. Hopefully I don't have a ton of emails. I haven't checked it yet today. Oh, not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this, but it might take a few moments for this to come in. So while we wait, I'm going to go ahead and show you the reports page. So once you've sent your first campaign, you'll be able to see information on the reports. These are reports of my campaign that I've sent for my regular newsletter. So you can see each report and how many people opened it and how many people clicked on links inside. If you were selling things through your emails, you would also be able to see how much revenue you were making through those clicks. You can also scroll down and view each individual campaign. So here's the one that we just sent. I'm going to go ahead and click View Report, and this will pull up all the information about this one email that we just sent. So it's telling us how many people we sent it to, how many people have opened it, how many people clicked on the links. We can also view the email, we can download it, print it, or share it to social media. let's click on View Email. And now we could see a preview of what that looked like for our friends. You can also see it as the HTML. So if you wanted to copy and paste this on a website for some reason, you could. Excuse me. You could also see it as a plain text email, so without images or any coding. And you could see the details. So when things were sent, what they were added to, who was from, all that good stuff. All right, let's go back. And it just came through. So right here, you can see it says from Nora Conrad. It has my little subject line. And then right here, discount code inside. View this email in your browser, designing your email, and you could see basically the preview. So that discount code inside is the preview text that we entered. So obviously it could be a lot longer for Gmail because Gmail shows a pretty large preview. Let's go ahead and open it. And I have my images turned off. There we go. So now we can see what it looks like. It looks great in Gmail. And when I hit the reply button, it is being sent to my email that I included, which is the hello@noraconrad.com. Alrighty, so let's get out of here. Okay, so that is the basic regular email campaign. Those campaigns that are like that are only sent out once. So once you send it, you would have to create a new campaign if you wanted to send another email. That's different from the RSS-driven campaigns, which we'll talk about next. Basically, those are sent every week, every day, every month, whatever you choose. And they're pulling content from your RSS feed. So if you are a blog, it will pull your blog post and automatically put that information into your email. We'll talk about that more later. But if you just need to send like an update, or you just want to send some news or some kind of code or freebie, a regular campaign is the best way to do that. And it's really easy to customize and design to match your brand or just to kind of be whatever you want. All right, so that is it for now. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.